Liam Wilson, otherwise known as English Wilf. Wilf comes from, I was in the army in England, and it's short for Wilson, so I got called Little Wilf. When I was fighting on King of the Streets, it got changed to English Wilf. So I was in the army for 5 years. I was doing a lot of ceremonial duties, and I was based in London in the Horse Guards, guarding the Queen. And my job is, it's called a roughneck, and I work out on an oil rig in the middle of the sea. It's one of the toughest jobs in the world. It's very, very physical. I have family who've worked on the oil rigs as well, so I've just followed in their footsteps. When we're out there, we do have very limited internet. It's not very good, but yeah, you're pretty much, when you're out there, you're just with the people that you work with. It's pretty tough. My fighting career started off, my first ever professional fight was in K1. So I had my first professional, and then I pretty much went straight over to bare knuckle boxing. So now in all I'm on over 15 fights in bare knuckle, including King of the Streets, Lethway, bare knuckle boxing, and I'm a champion now of Bad to the Bone. It's my third belt in bare knuckle boxing in total. But my second one from Bad to the Bone, my last fight was really tough. I've fought that guy before. He's about 6'4", so very big, very tall guy. But it was a war, and I love to have a war. I started King of the Streets now 4 years ago. I had my first fight. I'm undefeated there, 4-0 with one of the most viral knockouts, I would say, the soccer kick. And it's my bread and butter. I love to fight on the no rules. So bare knuckle in general is just my thing. I'm made for bare knuckle. So you have to create a different person when you're fighting, and in no rules especially, because I know the consequences of messing up. So I have a switch. I can switch as soon as I get in there. I can switch into a different person. Outside I'm very polite. I'm a gentleman. But inside there, I need to be a killer, so that's the person I've created for King of the Streets, is that person. But the type of fighter I am, I have that mentality where you go until it's over, you know, and it's never over until it's over, and that's how far I am willing to take it. Yeah, I've watched Gromda for a long time and followed them, and they are some of the toughest fighters in the world, and that's why I want to be here as well and fight amongst them, because they seem very the same mentality as me. They take it all the way, and that's the way I like to fight. My favourite style is King of the Streets, but I mean I fight bare knuckle boxing professionally as well, so I'm able to switch in between, and that's why I like to come to Gromda and test myself again. In my last fight on King of the Streets, the viral knockout, was against a tough Polish fighter as well, and that day it went very well for me, so I'm hoping it will go the same in Gromda. For myself, I'm not scared of anybody. I would imagine the fighters in Gromda are the same. I don't fear no man. I will fight anybody, so I don't think like that. For me, when I was growing up, I've always liked to fight, so I have been fighting on the streets before I ever got into professional fighting or fighting in general, so I don't know, I've always been a fighter. I think I will die a fighter as well. So I'm here for Gromda because I want to fight the best, and in bare knuckle I've fought pretty much every sport in bare knuckle, with the Lethway, the King of the Streets, the bare knuckle boxing, and Gromda's definitely on my list, so that's why I'm here. I see a lot of the comments. I've had it a long time for the King of the Streets as well, but I mean, I'm a fighter, so them people who hide behind keyboards, they don't faze me, they don't bother me at all. I mean, if they think they can do better, they come along in Gromda and I will fight them here as well, so I don't take no notice for them people. I like to play with them on the internet. I know Polish people are very patriotic. They're very loyal to each other, so I expect that anyway. I'm fighting in Poland in a Polish organisation, so I'm the outside person, and also I'm unbeaten in King of the Streets. I'm sure a lot of Polish people want to see me get beat here, so it adds the fuel to the fire for me. Gromda, King of the Streets. It's going to be bloody, brutal. Buy a pay-per-view, it's going to be immense.
Gromda 18. Już w piątek. Na żywo w systemie pay-per-view na gromda.tv.